Hello and welcome back to Photopea video tutorials. Today we are learning one of the most underrated but important parts of working on Photopea, layout tools. These are rulers, grids, guides, snapping, and alignment. We're going to break down each tool one by one, showing you exactly how to use them and talk about why they matter. So, whether you're designing a flyer, a social post, a UI mockup, or even just practicing your layout skills, these techniques will seriously upgrade your workflow. Now let's open up Photopea and get started. I create a new project by clicking on this button here, or going to File, New, and then select any dimension. I choose A4, Create. Now let's start with the ruler. To enable it, go to the View menu up here and click Rulers. Or simply press Ctrl+R or Command+R on Mac. You will see rulers appear on the top and left side of your canvas. They help you measure and align objects with precision. If you click and drag from the ruler into the canvas, you create a guide. These are like temporary lines that help you line up elements perfectly. And let's explore guides further. You can also reposition them by clicking on the guide and changing the position of it on the canvas. And now go into View, Show, and click on Guides toggle. But if you want to remove them, then click on it so they get deleted. Guides are super handy when working with complex layouts. You can place horizontal or vertical guides anywhere, and objects will snap to them if snapping is enabled. I will show you how to enable snaps later in the video. Now let's see the grid. You can turn it on by going to View, Show, and Grid. This overlays a full canvas grid. And unlike guides, the grid is not something you drag out manually. It's a background reference. Now you can edit the grid and guides to customize spacing by going into Edit, Preferences, and Grid and Guides. Here you can change the grid size and color to suit your needs. It's useful for detailed layout work or pixel-perfect spacing. Making it more and changing the color, and then clicking on cross to close it. Now let's talk about Snap, one of the most powerful helpers for alignment. Snap makes objects automatically align to guides, the grid, or even other layers when you move them. You can turn on Snap by going View and Snap. I have it automatically turned on. Then they have a submenu, Guides, Grid, Layers, Slices, and Document Bounds. If your object seems to magnetically stick to certain spots, that's Snap doing its job. It can be super useful, but you can toggle it off if it gets in the way. Now let's see it in practice. I download an image from pexels.com. Let's say this one. And import it into Photopea by going File, Open and Place. Now you can see how this image gets aligned to the guides or the grid. You can see the red lines here. That means that the snap is activated. But we will dive deeper into it further in the video. Now let's look at alignment. You can align layers relative to each other or the canvas. So select this image that you just imported, go to the top toolbar and see Align options. There is left, center, right, middle, bottom, top, etc. This is perfect for evenly spacing elements or creating balanced layouts. If only one layer is selected, alignment works relative to the canvas. So let's see how it works. So let's select the background layer and the image and click on each of the align option. So here it's aligned to the left, middle, right, top, middle, and bottom. Photopea also offers smart guides. And these are the guides that I have previously mentioned briefly. Basically, smart guides are auto alignments that appear as red lines when moving objects. They show you when layers are aligned center to center or edge to edge. You don't need to enable anything, they work by default. For a layout style guide setup, you can also use Window, More, Guide Guy. This creates a multi-column or row grid system like in Adobe Photoshop. But before using it, I would like to clear out the guides that we already have. Here you can set columns according to their position. So if you choose pixels, millimeters, inches, centimeters, whatever, and then you click and then you type in numbers, it means that it shows the margins and gutters of each of the column. There are also options of where to locate these guidelines. And these options are located on the bottom of this guide guide window. So, what are margins? Margins are the empty space between the edge of your canvas or page and the main content area. So, for example, I will put 50 millimeters margin on the left and add a guide. You can see that it's now located far from the edge of the canvas. Margins act as a buffer zone to ensure text and images don't get too close to the edges, which improves readability and gives your design room to breathe. In print design, like book or flyers, margins ensure nothing gets cut out during printing. In digital design, though, they help maintain consistent spacing around the layout. And each of these purposes has different settings for margins and gutters. Then there is also gutters. Gutters are the space between columns or rows in a grid layout. They provide consistent spacing between elements, preventing them from feeling cramped or helping define visual hierarchy. You can see it on websites, magazine layouts, or multi-column designs. Gutters ensure content doesn't run into each other, and they help guide the eye across the layout. So let's quickly recap. Rulers help measure and pull out guides. Guides give you precise control over layout. Grids offer background reference. Snap ensures everything lines up neatly. Align tools streamline multiple object placement. Smart guides and guide layouts elevate your workflow. And each of these is important whether you're doing a print design or a digital one. And that's a full tour of all the essential layout tools in Photopea: rulers, guides, grids, snap, align, and layout options. So whether you're designing print layouts, web mockups, or just organizing a social post, these tools will save you tons of time and help your work look intentional and polished. If you're brand new to Photopea, I recommend spending some time just experimenting with these tools. Move shapes around, set up guides, play with snapping. Layout isn't just about making things look nice, it's about creating visual structure. And if you're coming from Photoshop, you'll find that Photopea offers most of the same layout tools, often in the same location, which is great if you're transitioning or just need a free browser-based option. And if you're already using Photopea for more creative tasks like photo editing or digital painting, these layouts features can seriously improve how you structure your composition. I hope this video was helpful and see you in the next ones.